Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world.
It's
over
2.
1,000 worlds.
I doubt it's
The
1,000.
choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it.
Yeah, it's about damn time.
Rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too.
Prove it.
We really simulate
Prove
the
it,
galaxy around it.
Todd Howard.
Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere.
You talk big words, but can you prove it by showing action?
We also have an all-new animation system.
Good. It's not gonna be stiff as a stick.
You can play it in third person,
Or first person.
and you can play it in first person.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of games doing that now. Even Gravity Rush.
We love exploration
I didn't know it did
and
that.
you
It's
do
in
explore
first person.
differently in this game, given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources,
Do they all have cities?
do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Okay. That's better. Better than when he first showed it. I wonder if they had,
All of the items allowing you to pick everything
oh, what's
up,
it called?
and you can view all that in your data menu.
I wonder if they had help from
For everything
id.
you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech
Midfield.
is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home.
Oh, that's
or
cool. You can
and
explore your
crew.
ship.
And like many of the spaces in our
Reminds me of
it has
Mass
slightly
Effect.
retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used. Warm,
So like Alien,
Alrighty. What's
like the
plan,
Alien
Captain?
movies, like exploring the Nostromo.
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource-heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
See guys, the Earth is round, not flat.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
This is the main area that they showed in the last trailer, I think.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So that's like your main city.
Is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really
Just
stop and
Cyberpunk
think
said.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god, look at how it's coming together. That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's
Only
also
Sis can look that
Brad, the
comfortable.
ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy.
Oh, that was
and
cool.
Barrett.
You know what I hate about
And
these pirates?
Barrett.
Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The
What?
journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The settled systems
He looked
is
spaced
home to
out of
all
his
kinds
mind.
Different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
That's giving me some No Man's Sky vibes. No, I wanted to see more combat.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the
11 hours out of an
you
incident.
might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
That reminds me of Rage.
The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is in a
Oh, that reminds me a lot like Rage.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known.
Oh,
throughout the
I like that
Southern
area.
Seas
No,
as
that's
a
cool.
Pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
Pleasure City. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
This definitely isn't the job for you.
Got some like different factions. Got some weird looking dancers and some weird outfits.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, alright?
Some of it still looks stiff, like with the facial animations.
There are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time. A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before.
Good.
It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Interested.
The galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching out that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game, so any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Your character talk.
Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
Facial models do look a lot better.
It's also
Just the hair.
We let the player get as close as possible to make
They just can't really get the hair right, especially the beard. The beard and the mustache.
Makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Ew, that's creepy.
Creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your
The lip syncing still looks weird.
3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages.
Everything else looks great though.
You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Oh my god. That dude is back. He was from Oblivion. Why did they bring that dude back? No.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
What?
We got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go.
Dude, he gets to go with you too. Yes, yes, do it.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
I do that. He's so annoying. Why did they bring him back from Oblivion?
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point.
which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked.
Tech, science, combat, social, physical.
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher.
Ah. There's ranking systems now too. Gosh, damn.
I like the xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
No, tame beasts and stuff.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
That's something me and Kevin would do.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player, so I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
At least there's a lot of gameplay styles now. Combat styles anyway.
Stuff up.
Just lock them in the room. Dude, this is getting a lot better than I expected now.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We study data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space,
hopefully this isn't all a joke. And it all works. It just works. 16 times the planets.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having a
They're being very, very highly ambitious with this game.
You'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do.
Possibly. Damn.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports.
Dude, this is gonna be like the longest game ever.
Where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
This and Tears of the Kingdom are gonna be the longest games.
That's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little.
I mean, like to play in, not just rush towards the story.
The frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
But can you make the Space Normandy though?
Allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
Gosh damn. Practically live in your ship, basically.
Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done.
What the fuck is that?
We've done mechs.
What the hell?
It's really whatever your imagination is.
What?
And while you can build your home among
You need like a whole lot of damn resources for that.
You're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
They're trying to do like Tears of the Kingdom type of shit, but with spaceships. The fuck? Watch someone make a spaceship with like a you know, little private area.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
What? Elias Tefexis is in this game? Adam Jensen himself? I didn't know that. I never asked for this. I never asked for this. At least they're having new voice actors now, not just the same thing. Not like what, the 3 voice actors from Skyrim voicing everybody.
For instance, he's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground tries will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
Oh, okay.
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Hey, making ship combat more complex and shit. Yeah, I mean, moving around a lot.
will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
Oh, you can choose what specific area you want to shoot at. That's cool.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Oh shit! Nice. I like that. Oh, nice. Have it for yourself. That's cool. I like that.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
The fuck?
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
Oh shit. That looks pretty.
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit.
Gosh damn.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships. I'm like, this is now mine.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing what she's doing.
That I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't
Okay, except for that.
But I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best
Grandma.
you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange
Meaning it's gonna have a lot of bugs.
and get sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world.
Yeah, this game's gonna be crazy.
And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental.
It's gonna be like what, $1,000 or $500?
To give you notifications and other information, and we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Eastfun.
Yeah, we really took as much care and designed this case as we did to watch.
Watch be like $300 or $500 watch.
Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and usability of this this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
It even tells the time.
Something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship.
I'm good.
We've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox, and this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
The fuck? The watch I like, the controller I could care less. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be looking at my controller while I'm playing the game. That's probably a $70 game right there.
Every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds.
That's how you do a $70 game, not Redfall.
World, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level.
Freedom to never leave your house, basically.
The exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
Okay. Alright. Just whack him in the back.
It's completely up
Pistol
to
whip
you
his bitch.
how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way,
No.
or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Star Wild. Starfield.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Dude, oh my god. Damn. What the fuck?
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines.
Now they're talking about weapons after they've shown all the combat. I mean, is that the only combat?
Surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat.
Good. Y'all need to. Yeah, all of that was all stiff and shit. Good.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game.
Gosh damn, Xbox. Justice.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
Damn. Just sitting and floating in the air.
Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards.
Oh, good.
Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
Yeah.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser that can dish out some serious damage.
Oh, I like that enemy. Some type of robot dog.
Get up close and personal with your
Bring Wolfenstein over here. Oh my god.
Or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns. Or maybe you prefer something bigger.
Oh shit. That's a real minigun. The tiny ass minigun. Got your own weapon wheel now? Oh my god, man. This game's massive. Freeze enemies. Set them on fire. Stab him in the face. Fighting robots now. What? What is that?
Thanks again for being with us.
What combat was that?
I'm so grateful that you've taken the time
The fuck?
and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more.
Yes, there is.
You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration.
I love the robots so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
I bet it is $70. Oh, stop with the premium edition shit. How much is that? I want to see how much that watch is. Let's see. I don't care about Steam. Starfield. All right. Well, the Xbox showcase itself, it was all right. I mean, Fable was really not what I expected. They took a whole completely different turn from the original game. It's just fine because it's made by a completely different company, but to have it more modernized and shit, it just made no sense. But anyway, but the Starfield though, oh, I think there's gonna be a lot of people taking time off work just to play that game. Oh my god, Starfield is gonna be fucking huge. Alright, catch y'all later. Peace.